We have started from Ashgabat and then came to this end of the city, the border of city. From here we are going for a DARWAZA tour, and we change over the car, and then we are going in a different car to the DARWAZA. It's also called the door to hell or the gate to hell, the gas crater trip. The gas crater Darwaza is located around 260 to 270 kilometers from the main city of Ashgabat. It is in the Karakoram desert. You can see that sandstorm has started, and it was very difficult for us to drive going towards Karakoram desert and the Darwaza. Now we arrived in the water crater. It's a depression formed in the earth, wherein actually we find the water and the small bubbles of gas, but it is not a burning, and it's on the way to Darwaza, a few kilometers before the Darwaza. Most interesting thing in this desert, Karakoram desert, is that we find a lot of water inside this crater. Also, few meters from here, we have a burning craters. It is really a very challenge for a geologist to know more about this Karakoram desert. Here the wind is too high, and then it's trying to push it, and we should be very careful when you are going. You can see those sand is moving because of the high wind velocity, and then sometimes if we go closer it may even collapse. These are the different layers. You can just see the loose soil. That means we should be very careful, and then it's an interesting for the geologists to know more and more about the earth science, the formation of this type of crater, water craters, and also very close to the gas craters too. And here is a totally a desert. Nobody is there except me and the guide. We have just traveled a few kilometers, not even kilometers, a few meters. Then we find another crater forming similar type of this one, but here there is no water at all. Only gas is releasing. How it can happen? In a matter of a few hundred meters, the crater can form like this. Some places gas, some places water. This is really a challenge for the earth science and the geologists to know more about it. And then this gas crater is small, very small, and then it starts liberating. Over years, it may start opening more and more fissures, and gas can come much above that, and it can be very dangerous. And if we don't notice and if we don't fire, it can be even liberate a lot of poisonous gas into the atmosphere. Now we are moving towards the main gas crater, the Darwaza.
It's almost 200 meters in diameter. The depth of about, oh my God, I can just show you. Dark, burning so many years, more than 50 years continuously burning. It's one of the greatest blunder of the geologists. Then they burn it and keep burning for so many years.
Now we are in that the gas crater of Turkmenistan, Darwaza, in the Karakoram desert. You can just see no one is there, entire desert. This gas crater is a human blunder. When they start digging for the oil in 1971, this whole crater has formed, and it has formed at depth and collapsed. And since then, the gas started liberating, which is being a poisonous gas and which can be dangerous to the atmosphere and nearby village Darwaza. They started letting it, I think, somewhere in 1980. Since then, continuously working and continuously burning from last 50 years of huge natural energy being wasted.
One school of thinking state that the site was drilled by Soviet engineers in 1971 as an oil field but collapsed within days, forming the crater, and with the engineers choosing to flare the crater to prevent the emissions of poisonous gases but underestimating the volume of the gas.
That is the reason it is called the door to hell or the gate to hell. In local language they call it Darwaza. Darwaza means it's a door. So this is a very poisonous gas region. So not much people will live, but for tourists who come and stay for a night and then go back to Ashgabat. Nice arrangements have been made a few meters from the Darwaza, the gas crater, for the tourists. A nice tent with food and the sleeping facility, the toilet, everything by the travel agents. Really worth visiting this beautiful place in a very comfortable way, so that the tourists can see the Darwaza in the night. It will be very, very, very pleasure to enjoy the feast to the eyes, the Darwaza seeing in the night.
The dinner time, enjoying all the desert.
Wow, so beautiful to see in the night. See from the far distance, I have taken these pictures, and it's like a burning bowl. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. It's really a fish eyes to see the Darwaza in the night, because the entire desert is dark, and then you can see the backside, the lights of our tents, and really beautiful place in Darwaza in the night. We are very so close to the crater, and then it's quite warm. Although the outside temperature, due to the desert, it's cool, very much cool outside. That's the reason I'm wearing the sweater and then to take care of the cold. But when I come very close to the crater, it's quite warm. There is so much of heat is liberating by the crater, apart from the gas. So it is staying in this night and watching this is really, really amazing. It's a once in a lifetime for anyone to enjoy this beautiful place. The blunder done by the human.
Must see before we die.
After enjoying this beautiful sight of Darwaza the whole night, and then we stayed back in the tent and slept. Next day morning, we are coming back to Ashgabat.
Beautiful country. He's my great driver who has taken me all the way from here to Darwaza, and this man is taking care all these things to
تمام
Very, very, very.
غير